Chapter 23. A person seeking a Georgia Sales Associate license must meet each of the following criteria: be 18 years old, be high school graduate, successfully complete a 75 hours pre-license course, except be a resident of Georgia. To keep a Georgia Sales Associate license, an individual must do all of the following: have a good reputation of honesty, trustworthiness, integrity, and competence to the dog business to safeguard the public's interest, take 24 hours of continuing education in the 4 years renewal period, take 25 hours a salesperson post-licensing course, except take at least 10 quarter hours or 6 semester hours of a college course in real estate. Which statement is true about the owners of a 3-unit apartment building who rent out the units to tenants? The owner does not need any license. Which of the following must sales associate license even when representing the interest of a property owner? Auctioneer selling real estate. For a sales associate, each of the following is considered an unfair practice under Georgia's license law: accepting an undisclosed commission for procuring loan, accepting an undisclosed commission from a broker other than the broker holding the sales associate license, acting in a dual capacity of agent and undisclosed principal in a transaction, except acting for more than one party in a transaction, even with the written consent of all parties. A person seeking a Georgia broker's license must meet each criterion: be 21 years old, be high school graduate, successfully complete 60 hours broker pre-license course, except have 5 years experience as a sales associate. For a salesperson, each of the following is considered an unfair practice on the Georgia's license: making changes in the commission structure without the consent of the interested licensee, making false statement about the property, indicating that your sales price estimate is a valid appraisal, except indicating a fixed date of expiration in a listing agreement. A licensee is an employee of a Georgia real estate broker. The broker has a written property management agreement with a company that owns several apartment complexes. The broker has a written agreement with a licensee authorizing the licensee to show apartments to potential rentals and receive lease application. The licensee lives in a condominium and manages the condominium, providing limited service to homeowners association. What type of license is the licensee required to have? None of this. A woman is Alabama licensed real estate broker. She enters into a verbal agreement with a Georgia broker to conduct real estate brokerage business in Georgia. The woman does not have a Georgia real estate license. Which statement is true? The woman can conduct real estate brokerage business in Georgia, but she must have a written agreement with a Georgia broker. Within 1 year of the issuance of an original salesperson license, the salesperson must complete an approved post-licensing course of at least 25 instructional hours. A broker is responsible if an affiliated licensee violates any provision of the Georgia real estate license law unless the broker is able to demonstrate that the broker did not participate in or ratify the violation. When a broker not allowed to disburse funds from the broker's own escrow account upon notification by the broker's client that the other party to the transaction has breached the contract. A Georgia real estate broker keeps $500 of his own money in his designated broker trust account because the bank required $500 as a minimum deposit. The broker's water heater in his residence springs a leak, and he uses an escrow account check in an amount of $240 to pay the plumber. The next day, the broker makes a deposit of $240 of his own money to cover the check. Has the broker committed a violation? Yes. A broker may only withdraw money designated as the broker's fund by a check made payable to the broker. When a person is selling real estate in the salesperson own name, the salesperson must notify the salesperson, the salesperson broker of the sale, not advertise in a manner indicating that such advertising is made by a private party, not licensed by the commission. Disclose that the salesperson is acting as the principal in a transaction. A Georgia real estate broker rents a storage unit for the file from a real estate closing in which her firm acted as a real estate broker. The storage unit was getting full, so she disposed of the file that were 4 or more years old. In another action later the same week, she obtained an earnest money check from a buyer for a house that the broker had listed. The sales contract did not specify that the broker firm would pay interest to the buyer or seller on the earnest money. The broker deposited a check in a designated escrow account at the bank that paid the interest to her. Has the broker committed a violation of the Georgia's law? Yes, regarding the action on interest-bearing account only. When a licensee has found guilty violating Georgia real estate licensing law on a commission rules and regulation, the commission has the power to do none of this. It doesn't have the power to revoke any other Georgia license that the licensee holds, such as a license to practice, or it doesn't have the power to impose fine to exceed $5,000. A violation which the fine multi-violation limited to $25. It doesn't have the power to revoke Georgia license that the license hold and impose fine to exceed $5,000. It doesn't have none of this power. A Georgia real estate licensee acted as a principal in the sales of a small office building that she owned. A licensed Georgia real estate broker acted as a listing broker for a licensee's property. The broker deposited a $50,000 earnest money check from the purchase in his escrow account, but stole the money prior to closing. The licensee received $50,000 less, and she was entitled to at the closing. She should sue the broker and obtain $50,000 judgment, which is uncollectible because the broker has left the country and his whereabouts are unknown. The licensee applied to the Georgia Real Estate Commission for recovery of $25,000 from the Real Estate Education Research and Recovery Fund. What can the licensee recover in this situation? She may not recover anything because she is a license acting as a principal in the transaction. A woman is a licensed real estate salesperson in Tennessee and reside in Chattanooga. She applied to be licensed as a salesperson in Georgia. the woman must file with the Georgia Real Estate Commission as a reinstatement and appoint the Real Estate Commissioner to act as the licensee agent upon whom all judicial and legal notice are directed when being served. A man has been a Georgia licensed salesperson for 4 years. When his license is renewed, she must furnish the commission with evidence of completing approved continuing education courses totaling at least how many hours for each year of the renewal period. 6. A Georgia licensed real estate broker acts as agent for buys and sales of real estate transactions. She also manages an apartment building for an investor. She has 2 escrow trust accounts, one for the transaction and other for the rental property. In this violation of Georgia license law, is this a violation of Georgia license law? No, because a broker may maintain more than one trust account, but must modify the commission of the additional account.